Hi, and welcome to Fly Health with Nurse Noel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Fly Health. This is the Fly Health podcast, and I am your host, Nurse Noel. How are you? Thank you for joining me again this week. Oh my goodness. So it's so exciting. This is my third week of podcasting, and it has gone so well. I've been getting a lot of great reviews. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for believing in me, and thank you, God, for all the gifts that you have bestowed upon me. This week is a very exciting week, and I am so excited that I'm about to burst. I'm about to burst. I'm about to burst. But yeah, so join me on this Fly Health train as we go on this journey. Hot topics. So everyone knows that Sean Combs, aka Diddy, aka Puffy, aka Puff, aka Puff Daddy, aka Brother Love, has been convicted of two crimes, and he has been acquitted of the RICO charge, the big charge. And I just wanted to talk about the health themes of the trial. So many health themes. And one thing that I was listening to when I was listening to Cassie's testimony was that she is currently on Suboxone treatment. So, Suboxone is given to people in lieu of opioids, and it actually decreases the craving for opioids, and it helps with relapse. Opioids are Percocets, OxyContin, oxycodone, heroin, fentanyl. Those are examples of opioids. And I just want to commend Cassie for taking her health and the health of her children in her own hands. Because, children that are born to addicted mothers who are currently on opioids, they actually go through withdrawal also. So I want to commend her for taking her health into her own hands. My opinions on the trial, I will not talk about it right now, but yeah, I just want to commend Cassie on her strength, her courage, and her transparency. And those are the hot topics for today. Let's take a long walk. Walk with me. Come on now, walk with me. Don't run, walk with me. Take a walk with me. As you know, I'm going through this breast reduction thing, and I went to get the mammogram. Well, I decided to get it. I went to the doctor. I got the mammogram, and this week, nothing really. I'm just waiting for insurance. I'm waiting for the insurance to kick in. Now, I've been praying, please, God, let this insurance kick in, because this is an expensive surgery. But if I don't get covered with insurance, I'm going to have to pay for it myself. And this is how badly I want it done, that I'm going to have to pay for it myself. But it is for my health and pain. It's for the pain. This pain is unbearable. Yeah, thank you for walking with me. Thank you for walking with me. A day in the life of Nurse Noel, a day in the life of any nurse. So I have a story. One day I was working in trauma, the trauma ICU. So I worked as a float nurse, and I went floating throughout all of the ICUs: neurosurgery, trauma, open heart surgery, a medical ICU, surgical ICU. So that was pretty much what I did. And they kind of put me in trauma. I like trauma. I like the excitement. I like the adrenaline. I liked it. So I opted to go to trauma ICU. And one day I was working, and Newark cops were flooding the unit. And I'm looking around like, what is going on? So what happened was, two gentlemen hit the back of a gentleman's car that was sitting at the red light. So a man was sitting at the red light, and someone bumps into him, and he attempts to get out of the car to see what happened. Two assailants jump out and try to carjack him. This was an off duty officer, an off duty Newark police officer. And as the assailants pulled the gun on the off duty officer to shoot him or to scare him, he pulled out his gun also. And both parties were shot. So imagine what the emergency room looked like, what the ICU, because both of them went to surgery. Shot to the abdomen, shot to the chest. And it was just it was so it was so emotionally draining. It was a lot because these two boys were 14 and 15 years old. And it's never worth it. It's never worth it. Crime is not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And the young boy died. The police officer lived, but the young boy died. And I just looked at his mother and I'm like, but these things happen so much. If someone hits your car, sometimes, especially in dangerous neighborhoods, sometimes it's just walk away. Just drive away. We need to stay safe. We need to stay secure. And our lives are not to be played with. And sometimes it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Yeah, that's a day in the life of a nurse, a trauma unit nurse. Questions. So I have my niece, Madison, who is going to ask me a question that you sent in, that one of the listeners sent in. Please send in all of your questions. Sometimes it's a little personal, so you don't want to leave it in the comments, but leave your questions in my email box, and that is flyhealthpodcast@gmail.com.
Nurse Noel, I'm 42 and I never ever wore glasses before. I now find myself going to drugstores to get readers. Why? And can I get surgery to fix it?
You are 42. You're wearing readers from like CVS, Dwayne Reed, Rite Aid, Walgreens, and you can't see, and you never wore glasses before. It sounds like presbyopia. All right, so let me explain to you what presbyopia is. When the lens of the eye, the muscles that hold that lens, they kind of get weak, anywhere from 35 to 50. And you start holding things like this. You start holding things and you can't see it. You start with 0.75, and then you move up to 1, and then you move up to 1.25, and then you're 1.75, and next thing you know, you're at 3.0. All right, it's called presbyopia, and your eyes are telling your age. And usually you can get away with it. I know some people who don't wear readers at age 50, 55, but it's inevitable. You're going to need readers. However, either you just keep going up because they get progressively worse, or you can have surgery. And when you get surgery, you can get a multifocal lens. Thank you for your questions. Keep them coming. This is Nurse Noel, and you're tuned into Fly Health. All right, keep the questions coming in. I have my nephew, Chase, who is going to ask me another question that was sent in by one of our viewers, listeners, our audience. Yes. All right, hit it, Chase.
Nurse Noel, I have high blood pressure. I want to get off of medication. Please advise alternatives.
Alternatives. Okay, so let me think. You have high blood pressure, and there are alternatives. One, you have to get exercise in your system. You have to get your heart pumping. You have to get some type of cardio in. Number two, you have to drink more water. You have to increase your water intake. Number three, you should be eliminating salt from your diet, added salt. So things have salt in it. People, people cook with salt. People have salty dishes. Do not, your palate should actually recognize salt as a weapon. Okay, it should recognize salt as a weapon, and do not add salt. No table salt, no nothing, no adobo, anything with salt. We should be having 2 grams of salt every day. Sometimes you gotta look at those packages. Look at the packaging of your favorite foods. No potato chips, no onion rings, things like that. Also, beets. I always talk about beets because beets have nitrates in them, and it actually brings the blood pressure down naturally. Now, in order for you to get off of medication, if you are on medication, it's going to be a little difficult. It might be difficult. Don't just abruptly take yourself off medication, but behavior modification must be in tow. Like, you can't just stop taking medication and you're still eating potato chips and you're still eating pizza and you're still eating smoked sausages and things like that. Make sure that the behavior modification happens first, and then you start weaning off of your meds. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your questions. Keep them coming to flyhealthpodcast@gmail.com. And now, time for the main event. This main event is it's personal because I saw it. Something that happened in the ICU when I was working. Actually, this happened, I want to say a few months ago. A few months ago. A young gentleman came in with abdominal pain. He was having shortness of breath, and he just was not in a good place. He said he was having pain and he was just feeling really bad for about 2 months. And he was afraid to go to the hospital, to the emergency room. He was from Guatemala. He came in and they actually did a CAT scan, and they saw that his whole insides, his abdomen, all of his organs, they were inflamed. Everything was inflamed, infection. When they opened him up, they could not do anything. They closed him up. He was on a ventilator and he could not get off of the ventilator. Additional testing proved that he had TB, active TB, not respiratory TB, but TB in his tissue. All right, so tuberculosis. He's on isolation. I'm one of the ICU nurses, and this was a hard blow. The family came in. We sent them for testing, and 9 out of 11 of them were positive. So we sent them to UMDNJ's TB clinic for treatment. They didn't want to go. We all know what's going on with the climate, with migrants, and let's talk about nosocomophobia. Nosocomophobia means the fear of hospitals, and it has taken on a new meaning. And when I say a new meaning, it's not a fear of hospitals because I don't want to know if I'm sick, or I don't like needles, or I don't like doctors. It is because I'm afraid that I'm going to be deported. So cities that have a high migrant population, i.e. Newark, Patterson, New York City, we're seeing hospitals with lower admissions. We're seeing women having children and babies at home. They're giving birth at home. We're seeing people dying, morbidity raising because of nosocomophobia. I grew up a Christian. And people are wearing those bands around their wrists. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? Jesus was healing the sick. He was healing the lame. He was healing the blind. He was helping people. He was feeding the homeless. And we have people that are afraid to go to the hospital. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. People are afraid to go to the hospital. People are afraid to seek help for their ailments because they are afraid that they will be deported. I am a product of two migrants. My parents immigrated here from Trinidad in 1969 or 1970. And my mom was a nurse, and there was a shortage for nurses, and they came over here. But there is no reason to treat human beings this way. We are here to help. I am not here to look at immigration statuses. I'm not here to look at socioeconomic statuses. I'm not here to look at religious affiliation. I'm not here to look at political affiliation. I am here to help. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. We need to extend hands. Altruism. We need to extend helping hands to our brothers and sisters who need help, because you never know when you are going to be in that situation. And he was 25. And I say was because he died. And that family was never to be heard of during his 42 days in ICU on a ventilator. And he died alone. He died without his family. We got to do better. We got to do better. This is Nurse Noel. You're tuned into Fly Health. The call to action this week is A-OK, acts of kindness. What can we do to help others in need? Acts of kindness. Maybe it's money, maybe it's food, maybe it's a smile, maybe it's a warm touch, but acts of kindness. How can we give others kindness this week? Thank you for tuning in to Fly Health this week. It was amazing. I had such a good time. Thank you so much. Week 3. Come on now. Week 3. Come on now. I got my EP, Madison, my set designer, Chase. I got my script supervisor, Madison. I got my producer, Chase. Come on now, it's all in the family. We're keeping it all in the family. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to me and helping me spread the message of health and wellness to the masses. Thank you so much for making me feel so comfortable that I can give health tips and make health more palatable to you. Thank you so much for understanding that health is fly, health is fashionable, health is sexy, health is everything, all of the above. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I will be back next week. Next week we got a good one. Well, all of them are good, but we got a real good one next week. This is Nurse Noel, and you are tuned in to Fly Health. Thank you so much. Woo, 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 woo.